Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now May 8th of 2022, and we are only getting closer to the official release of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, which by the way debuts on May 27th, giving us 2 chapters in one day to really fulfill the fans' needs. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, not only are we getting close to the release date of the Kenobi TV series, but also we are getting very close to finally seeing the 3rd season of The Mandalorian by holiday season of this year so far, unless things, go wrong and things get delayed. It is still slated for that holiday season, give or take November to December. So, moving on from all of this, we do know that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, as well as George Lucas, by the way, they really have their hands tied. They're working on a lot of Star Wars projects at the same exact time, between live-action material, animated material that's going to go to different eras, such as, the post-Return of the Jedi era, of course, The Phantom Menace. I mean, there's a lot of things in the works that Favreau, Filoni, and Lucas are putting together that's going to be announced at this year's celebration and, of course, at next year's celebration. Now, I do want to make things clear that this year's celebration is not going to be anywhere as near big as the 2023 Star Wars celebration, because next year's is going to be the bigger event that's going to have more announcements related to both TV shows and movies at the same exact time. Now, with that being said, however, Disney CEO Bob Chapek has been very much hard at work on multiple new Star Wars TV shows and new Star Wars films and projects out there, such as the books, the novels, and the comics, and seeing exactly what the creators of the franchise are doing with Star Wars as a whole. However, of course, when it involves Jon Favreau, this is where things begin to really escalate, is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm now focused on their new Star Wars universe, with shows like Ahsoka, and even the 4th season of Mandalorian, creators Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are actively developing their new Star Wars projects that are set to be announced at this year's and next year's celebration event. Now, it's described that currently Jon Favreau made some recent changes to the Star Wars universe to one of his projects that are currently in development as well. It's described that just recently Jon Favreau fired one of the Star Wars directors from The Mandalorian Season 4, and that this has been in progress of multiple months now, and that director, of course, was no other than Robert Rodriguez, who was recently fired from the 4th season by Jon Favreau, given that Favreau will be acting both as the writer and executive producer of The Mandalorian Season 4 for some of the episodes, and recently let him go from the episodes that Rodriguez was going to begin work on in 2023 around January. Now, it's noted that as of now, Favreau is looking for a new director to handle some of the important episodes of the season, where the main reason that Favreau let go of Rodriguez from the 4th season had a lot to do with the fact that Rodriguez was pushing and trying to use the biker gang. Of course, again, that was used in the Book of Boba Fett, and even wanted to use many elements from the Book of Boba Fett's story in The Mandalorian Season 4. So let me just stop right there for 1 second. Obviously, Rodriguez loves the biker gang, and that was the one element that I believed was probably the worst, side of the Book of Boba Fett series. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it just felt out of place when it came to the Boba Fett show, having the biker gang thrown in there, the way that the bikes were designed, the way some of the characters were designed. I just felt like it came out of something like Spy Kids or Alita Battle Angel, and it did not fit Star Wars at all. In fact, you guys may or may not know, but Rodriguez actually even said that he used a lot of elements from Alita Battle Angel to make the biker gang possible. And if you guys go ahead and look at Drash, the character Drash, alright, the girl with the black hair and the robotic arm, she was actually inspired from Alita Battle Angel, the movie, the main character in there. And we could also see that, they took some elements from some of the characters in Star Wars Legends as well. But moving past all of this, this has been a long thing in the making of Jon Favreau trying to let go of Robert Rodriguez and finalizing all of that, for sure, with The Mandalorian Season 4, and it is now finally actually been put in the books, and it's actually a done deal. Rodriguez is no longer involved with The Mandalorian Season 4. He won't be directing any of the episodes that involve a lot of the major characters like Boba Fett, Din Djarin, Luke, Ahsoka, and others out there like Ezra Bridger and Grand Admiral Thrawn. So that's one thing to be very well aware of, is that Rodriguez was set to direct those episodes, of course, that were going to involve some of the important characters that have a big impact on the show, to say the least. Now, moving from that, alright, Favreau had a big issue with that episode, and since Rodriguez at the time was also an executive producer for the Boba Fett series, he was able to make some calls on how the series would be done. Favreau has no personal issues with Rodriguez, but they both are said to have had extensive creative differences with Mando Season 4, where Rodriguez was originally slated to handle the final season, of course, of The Mandalorian, and that the last batch of episodes of the show that is set to take advantage of many of the key characters such as Luke, Ahsoka, Ezra, and more, like Thrawn. Rodriguez wanted a specific direction with the series that he did not agree with Favreau, and led to further conflicts, and Favreau was left with no choice but to let him go finally. Now, Disney CEO Bob Chapek finally approved Favreau's decision that has been left a long time in progress and recently now finalized, and that Favreau is going to add in director Deborah Chow to handle many of the episodes that Rodriguez was supposed to do for the 4th season. So, keep in mind that Deborah Chow is now slated to become the director of those big episodes for The Mandalorian Season 4. In case you guys didn't know this also, Deborah Chow is the director of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, so that's a very good sign. Moving from that, further, it's noted that Rodriguez was upset when he was let go from Mando, and that even Disney is now looking to finalize and cancel the Book of Boba Fett Season 2, as they have been highly debating on whether or not they want to continue this show as well. Rodriguez also felt very eager to begin work on Mando Season 4 in order to get things rolling with the new Star Wars TV shows. Characters, of course, related to the biker gang are not slated to return anytime soon by Rodriguez or Favreau, and that Disney wants to stay completely away from that element of Star Wars. So, once again, I'm not necessarily saying that the Book of Boba Fett in its entirety was a terrible TV show. It had its great moments, it had a lot of fun moments in there, a lot of great action scenes, but let's face it, they lied when they were marketing this show. Let's not forget that Rodriguez labeled the show as all killer, no filler. Alright, that was on Rodriguez's part. I should be more specific. It wasn't really Lucasfilm as a whole. That was really Rodriguez labeling the show as all killer, no filler. Where in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, alright, I really felt that there were a lot of episodes that were just that. All filler, no killer. You know, there were times where I felt like that. And you know what? Sometimes you need breathing room, I get it, to develop a character and to kind of explore their more personal side, I get that. But there were moments where it really dragged, at least for me. And keep in mind, you know, I gotta say one thing, is that there were a lot of episodes that actually had great moments in there. I'm not just saying that because of the moments that had Luke and Ahsoka, but there were moments about Boba Fett that were great. But overall, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.